Sup YouTube, Mike here, and this is my friend Ben.
Hi.
Today, in this video, we're going to be doing a little bit of a discussion about the war between Nintendo and Sega for who was supreme in making video games. So first, a little background. I'd like to talk about Ben. His YouTube account is Alphonse56, and here's the link. Click on it. Click on it. Click on it.
Why don't you click on it already?
Click on it.
We'll watch this video first.
Okay. Watch this video first. I'll post the link again at the end of the video, and it will be also in the description. Ben makes animations on
Walfus.org, a blog site by some college students who apparently like Japanese anime. But the main thing is he has a program with Flash where you can make your own screen and take pictures and make humorous and or meaningful, mostly just humorous.
Make cartoons.
Yeah,
that's
make
it. Cartoons.
Thank you. Make cartoon pictures.
Alright, so Ben also has a wide knowledge of video games and how they're made, what they're made out of, and who made them, and when they were made. Basically, he's pretty knowledgeable in this field of video games. So, what?
If you check his shout-outs, I'm in the credits for giving him advice.
Yeah, he gave me advice and video games. Two of my favorite things. Alright, Ben, let's start this thing. So, you go first.
Well, I don't remember the exact year, sometime in the late 80s, during the reign of Atari and when did ColecoVision start?
I really think it was not ColecoVision. ColecoVision and Atari were both out, and you also had the Intellivision and the Odyssey 2. You had a lot of systems going out there, but after E.T. and the video game crash of the 1980s?
Yeah, 80s,
mid-80s, basically two companies emerged lighting up the way for the video game industry, and they were Nintendo and Sega.
Random fact, Nintendo's actually started in 1889 by a Japanese division of Disney.
And they made cards. Playing cards. So if you have any playing cards with the words Nintendo on it, and they're pretty old, they may be worth something. So, you know, that's just a little side fact. Anyway, Ben, continue.
So anyway, sometime in the late 80s, Sega came out with a new system with ridiculous technology for its time. So ridiculous, I mean amazing. It's called the Sega Master System, the first 8-bit console ever.
So let me give you a little bit of a definition of what 8-bit is. 8-bit was 8-bit processor.
Yeah, 8 megabits or so.
8 megabit processor, which was a lot for its time. Basically, it had enhanced graphics, sound quality, compared to Atari. Yeah, that's true. But Atari had some pretty good sound effects in some video games. But that's not the point. Basically, they came out with this new 8-bit machine, which was far superior from anything before it. So after the after Sega came out with the Master System, Nintendo came out with the Nintendo Entertainment System, or NES as most people know it. Now, little did people know that after the video game crash, nobody wanted to play video games anymore. So, the NES came with this special add-on called the ROB unit, or FCK unit in Japan, which in Japan it was called the fuck, but that's not the point. I know there's no curses in Japanese, but you know that's pretty funny. That's funny here in America.
Yeah, it's very funny.
So it came out the ROB unit, and the ROB unit stood for Robotic Operating Buddy. It was basically a robot that actually played with you while you played the video game. So you basically always had a second player. So that add-on basically pushed video games back on the market. You know, who wouldn't want to play with robots? But after the add-on took its toll, no one really cared anymore, and basically everyone started buying video games without the robot and just brought a friend over with an extra controller. So let's talk about these two systems.
All right. Well, the Master System, which is the start of Sega's legacy of quantity over quality, was very good for its time, but once the NES came out, the NES was a lot more accurate than the Sega Master because the processors were built differently. This Master System was built to handle a lot at once, but without the finishing touches. It was
sloppy.
Yeah, sloppy. Thank you. The word is sloppy. Sega Master System was a bit faster, but it wasn't as strong as the NES. It could do more, but with less power. So, haste makes waste.
All right, I see where you're going at, but let's stay outside of the game system. Just the general audience doesn't even know what a processor is. So let's just go down a list of games. Can you cover the Sega games?
The only three I can think of are Psycho Fox, which is sort of a precursor to Sonic.
Sonic actually came out. Sonic the Hedgehog 1 was actually on the Master System. It was also made for the Master System at the time.
And then there was a port of an adventure game called Bonk's Adventure, which was ported to Master System. It was sort of like Mario Brothers.
All right, so we got a prototype of Sonic. We have Sonic the Hedgehog itself, and we have a ripoff of Super Mario Brothers.
And then there was just the Rocky game, which was...
Okay, let's not talk about that. That was a really bad game. But okay, then let's go down the list of Nintendo games, which I got this covered. We have Metroid, Super Mario Brothers, well, the Super Mario Brothers series, including the best game for the NES, Super Mario Brothers 3. We also had Legend of Zelda. We also had Raiden. We had so many different games, Duck Hunt, and they were so innovative and fun to play that basically Nintendo destroyed Sega in the game department, thus making the NES more popular. Hold on, let me just check the time, because this 10-minute limit on videos really kills us here. All right, we have about 2 more minutes before we have to cut to part 2 of our video, which will go to 16-bit. So let's finish up on the 8-bits. Let's finish up on the 8-bit system. Overall,
it was a high staff. We made very good progress.
Which one? The Master System?
Both of them actually did. The Master System, is not as good as the NES. It was still very good. It was the second most popular console for its time.
Second. The NES basically kicked ass. Kicked the Master System's ass. So let's rank that up. 1 for Nintendo, 0 for Sega. Anyway, let's cut to we're going to cut to the part 2 part of our video, covering the 16-bit era, or the Bit Wars, as I like to call it, and most of the retro gaming public do. Alright, this is Mike, and
Ben.
Signing out. See you guys later. Or just follow the link to the next video.